yóò ẹ kú ìrọ́jú. Iṣu fífi wíwú àgbàdo òṣèré rà lọ́jà. Gbogbo oúnjẹ àkọ́kọ́dé gbogbo ẹ̀ ló di wíwọ́ rẹpẹtẹ. Ẹ kú ìrọ́jú ọmọ Nàìjíríà o. Ìyọ̀ tí ń bẹ nílẹ̀ yìí o, ẹ kú ìrọ́jú o. Iṣu fífi wíwọ́ àgbàdo òṣèré rà lọ́jà. Gbogbo oúnjẹ àkọ́kọ́dé gbogbo ẹ̀ ló di wíwọ́ rẹpẹtẹ. Láyé àtijọ́ láyé àwọn bàbá. Ẹnìkan láyé bàbá mẹ́jọ síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ wọ́n jẹ jẹ́kùdọ̀lá. Ṣùgbọ́n láyé ìṣẹ̀yìn ẹni láyà kan ò máa tún lé mọ́. Mo máa jẹ́ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ó máa rú èyí o, bàbá dáríjì wá o. Ẹ̀bẹ̀ lábẹ́ yí ìjọba wa, ẹ bá wa rí sọ̀rọ̀ kí bẹ nílẹ̀ yìí. Lágbàdúrà sólúwa máa kó àwọn aṣáájú wa lọ. Ètò tó máa rí sọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí o, bàbá bá wà dé o. Òrìṣà òkè dáhùn àbàjẹ́ àgbáyé jẹ̀mọ́ nígbà. Òrìṣà òkè dáhùn àbàjẹ́. Òrìṣà òkè dáhùn àbàjẹ́. Dẹ́rù àbàjẹ́. Òrìṣà òkè dáhùn àbàjẹ́. Bàbá dẹ́rù àbàjẹ́. Nàìjíríà kóró dúkọ́ ráàyè. Gbà ìjù wá o. Káàrí jẹ káàrí. Ọkùnrin bàbá bẹ́ẹ̀ nílẹ̀ wa o.
Ẹ kú ojúmọ́ ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ ní gbogbo ibi tí ọwọ́jà ètò ń jáde pátápátá. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò lóòrọ̀ ti tòní. Ojúmọ́ re, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀, ojúmọ́ àlàáfíà náà ló mọ́ wá nínú ilé agodo yìí láàárọ̀ tòní. Ìgbà ire, ìgbà ayọ̀, ìgbà àlàáfíà náà ló bá wa nínú ilé agodo. Èyí tí wọlé sórí atagbé ètò yìí, a kí yín o. Ẹ kú ojúmọ́. Bàbá Ọ̀làndó Ọ̀wọ̀ la fi wọlé kọ́lọ́ǹkọ́ wa tún orílẹ̀-èdè wa ṣe. A máa ní ìfọ̀rọ̀jomitoro ọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú ọ̀kan lára àwọn aṣáájú ní àwùjọ wa tí wọ́n sì jẹ́ ògbóǹtarìgì nínú iṣẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ tí Ọlọ́run sì fi iṣẹ́ tó fi rọ̀ wọ́n lọ́rùn tí wọ́n ti làmìlaka ògbóǹtarìgì ni wọ́n gbajúgbajà ni wọ́n nínú iṣẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀. Wọ́n sì jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára àwọn ènìyàn tí wọ́n ń ṣe ìtẹ̀síwájú àti kó lè dáa fún àwọn ẹgbẹ́ tí a pè ní àwọn afẹ̀yìntì lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ náà. Pẹ̀lú ọyẹ ní àwọn nǹkan tí a máa ní ìfọ̀rọ̀jomitoro ọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú wọn láàárọ̀ ti tòní. Nípa ẹgbẹ́ra ẹ̀jẹ̀ ọ̀dọ́ àgùntàn yóò ṣeé ṣe fún wa, yóò sì rọ̀ wá lọ́rùn. Èyí tí wọlé sórí atágbé ètò yìí, ẹ máa ṣíà ètò yìí, ẹ máa dá ta lógúnlógún, ẹ máa lọ́gbọ̀nlọ́gbọ̀n. Yóò dùn gbọ́ngbọ́n, yóò kàn sétò yìí láàárọ̀ ti tòní. Ọ̀nà mẹ́ta lètò yóò bá wọlé. Yóò máa jẹ́ èyí tí yóò lóòrìn tí ó sì ní akọ tí ó sì lẹ́lẹ̀ kẹ̀tẹ̀kẹ̀tẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wọlé ẹ̀yẹ kàn máa ṣíà ẹ̀yẹ máa ṣíà ẹ ṣíà lógúnlógún, ẹ ṣíà lọ́gbọ̀nlọ́gbọ̀n, ẹ sọ́dorin kẹ máa kọ́, tó bá wù yẹn sọ́dàgbò jẹ̀dí kẹ máa gbọ̀n mu ní gbogbo ìlú ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ níbi tọ́wọ́ jẹ́ ètò ìjáde. A kí yín o, ẹ kú ojúmọ́, ẹ kú ojúmọ́, ẹ kú ojúmọ́ mọ́. Those of you joining us all over the world, we welcome you to the African Portal Radio TV International. Good morning to everyone. No matter the language you speak, we greet you according to your time zone. Welcome to the African Portal Radio. This morning is going to be another beautiful morning as we'll be hosting one of the great leaders in our community, Comrade Olusegun Babatunde Abatan. The African Portal is one of the media personnel that we can say that is one of the genius, one of the guru, the professional in this field. We'll be having the conversation with him on this broadcast this hour, that we'll be talking about the situation and where when we are talking about the broadcast in Africa, where are we? What are the challenges facing us? Those are the things, the current state of the NUP in Oyo State, Southwest and national level. More also on agriculture, food security in Nigeria. These are the things that we'll be having the conversation on with one of our very own all the way from Nigeria. It's going to be a lovely and beautiful time on the African Portal as we'll be putting the leader, Comrade Abatan, on the spotlight on the African Portal. Good morning to everyone. This is the African Portal Radio TV International, coming to you live from Pretoria here in South Africa. The money and the music we step in with is from Baba Orlando. So if you are joining us, kindly share, like, comment, let it go viral. Your comment is very, very important on this broadcast this hour. So kindly share, like, comment. Let's do it together. Together we can, together we will, together we can do it. So please, let's do it together. Let's make it happen. Let's do it together. Let's roll it out. Let's jingle it. It's going to be a lovely time as we'll be hosting Comrade Olusegun Babatunde Abatan in style on the African Portal Radio TV. Firstly, let me greet everybody, no matter where you are in South Africa. Dumila, Ashe, Moloi, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to everyone in northern part of Africa and in East Africa, Abarisa, in northern part of Africa, we greet you already. In Jerusalem, Shalom. In Nigeria, Ekaro, Bonjour. What matter the language you speak, we greet you. Kedu, everyone, we greet you and we say welcome to the African Portal Radio TV International. It's going to be a lovely, beautiful time with our leader in the studio with us. That will be having the conversation together. Comrade Olusegun Abatan will be with us in the studio today that will be having the conversation. Is also one of the head of production in Pensioner FM in Nigeria. First Pensioner FM in Africa, and we'll be having the conversation with him as well on this broadcast. So if you are joining this conversation, kindly share, like, comment, let's live on the African Portal. Like, share, let it go viral. The more you share, the more you give this show opportunity to go viral. So please share, like, comment, let it go viral. We are expecting a lot of people to join us from on this broadcast this hour. Otumba Babatunde, right? Otumba Babatunde, we are still waiting for you to connect with us. We are waiting for you. Kindly connect. Let's start this program. A lot of people are waiting. We don't have enough time. We still have many programs coming up on this broadcast, so we are waiting for you to connect with us right now, right here on the African Portal Radio. I salute every one of you and I greet you according to your time zone. I say welcome to the African Portal. Èyí tí gbọ́ wálẹ̀ Yorùbá ojú òní ti yín bàjẹ́ òní bá yín ní dàrúkà lágbára ìdùnnú. Orúkọ mi ò yí padà, orúkọ tèmi náà lórí Olúsọmọ Olùṣọ́ àgùntàn Samuel Olùṣègùn Olùsọ. Ìwé lọ pápá dàmọ̀ntàn fọmọkùnrin bọ́lẹ̀bọ́lẹ̀ ọmọ sísè sísàn kàrìbì kọ́lé sí ọmọ oníyan ọjọ́ kẹfà tí í ṣerúkú lẹ́lẹ́ tòjó orí ti ẹ̀jẹ̀ láti lè yá mi ibi dòkítà pábí ẹkùn bàbá mi ò sí nílà àjàsán tí bá ń bẹ́ ń lé àdúgbò ẹ̀rọ fúnmẹ̀jẹ ọmọ orí molú sì lèmi ọmọ ají fọ́ọ̀rẹ̀ ṣe tẹ̀jẹ̀ ọmọ ají fọwọ́ tiẹ̀ ṣe tí ó jẹ ọlọ́run ọba láàánú ọba olórí ọ̀fẹ́ ọba tó lọ́jọ́ ọba tó nígbà ọba tó fi afẹ́fẹ́ tó fi ṣàgbéjẹ omi ọkọ̀ èpè tán àpò èpè tán àwòwò tán àríyìrí tán ọba lórí ayé gbogbo ọba tó níbẹ̀rẹ̀ ọba tó lòpin ọba tó lànà ọba tó lòdì ọba tó lọ́la ọba ẹ̀yọ́ ọba àbọ̀ ọba láàánú ọba fúnni má ṣìrègún afẹ́fẹ́ lẹ́jẹ́lẹ́jẹ́ tí ń ṣàwọn lóde ọ̀sálú ayé òrìṣà mẹ́rin jọjọ tí ń ṣàwọn lóde ọ̀sálú ọ̀run ọba ńlá ọba lórí ayé gbogbo òun náà láfògbó fìyè fọlá fún lórí ètò yìí láàárọ̀ ti tòní olódá wa sí olófún wa láǹfààní olójá wà láàyè wíwà láàyè wa fún ìyè ògo rẹ̀ ni ọba ńlá ọba tá a pè tá a lè pè tán ọba tá a wò tá a lè wò tán olóòlọ́lọ́run ó láfògbó fìyè fọlá fún ìlú Ìbàdàn nílé Olúyọ̀lé ibẹ̀ náà ti bẹ́ mi lọ́mọ Ìbàdàn ní Olúyọ̀lé ìlú Ìbíkúnlé alágbàlá ológodò kẹ̀ríkẹ̀rí lójú ogun wọn ń lébọ̀ lẹ́yìn Jagunlabi ó ń lára wájú Ìbàdàn mọ́jà tán fi kọ́ra wájú tán fi kó wọn lẹ́rú ọmọ agbósásá mọ́sá ọmọ àjàjà àyàmọ́yà Ìbàdàn náà ní jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn náà ni mò ń kí àwọn ni mò ń ké tí mo sì ń kí wọn ní gbogbo ìlú níbi tọ́jà ètò ìjáde mo kí ń lè fẹ́ ìfẹ́ òde níbi tí ojúmọ́ rẹ ti mọ́ wa a kí ní ẹ̀dẹ̀ mọ̀pọ̀ òrogo ọmọ ajílàlọ́ ọ̀ṣọ́ ọmọ ajífọjọ́ gbogbo dára bíi egbin a kí ní Ìsẹ́yìn Òrò ọmọ ẹ̀bẹ̀dì mọ́kọ akínlọ́fìn lọ́mọ ọlọ́fà àmọ́jọ́ ọmọ abíṣujoko ẹjákàdì lóró tọ̀fà akínyín ní gbogbo ìlú níbi tí ọwọ́jà ètò ìjáde pátápátá akínyín ànàyín lọ́gọ̀ ẹ̀nu pé ẹ kú ojúmọ́ o ẹ kú bójú ọjọ́ ṣe rí ẹ kú fọmọ́nìyàn ṣe ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí àtàgbé ètò yìí lóòrọ̀ ti tòní ó ń dùn ó ń dán ó ń dún ó sì ń dún yàtọ̀ ó ń dún gbágbá lójú òpó ní orílẹ̀-èdè South Africa nílùú Victoria ibẹ̀ náà láwà ibẹ̀ láti ń dá kẹ̀kẹ́ lúkẹ́ ibẹ̀ láti ń dà pọ̀ ọlọ́run ọba gbogbo apalẹ̀ olófún wa lóhùn olófún wa lọ́rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ tí ń jábọ́ tẹ́ntì ń sọ́gun òmọ́bí tó ti wá ọ̀rọ̀ tó láyé ọ̀rọ̀ tó lọ́run aláyé àlọ́rọ̀ ọlọ́run ní jẹ́bẹ̀ òun náà ló lòkè olódedẹ̀ olóníọ́ olónemí olódebẹ̀rẹ̀ olólòpin olólànà olólòní olólọ́lá olólóńtàjẹ́ olómọ̀ntàdà olómọ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀ wa gbogbo ìrìn àjò ayé àwọn ìrìn pátápátá wọn ló mọ̀ àwọn kan wà tó pé lé ayé wọn mọ̀ bọ́n ṣe ń dúpẹ́ wọ́n bá jí láàárọ̀ wọn ó mọ̀ kọ̀ǹpléènì bọ́n bá sùn lálẹ́ ẹjọ́ ni wọ́n mọ̀ kọ̀ǹpléènì wọ́n máa fira wọn wébi ibi tán ti kúrò tán gbàdúrà kọ́ lọ́ọ́ yọ wọ́n kúrò wọ́n ó tún máa fira wọn wébẹ̀ pé ibi táwọn ti kúrò gan fẹ́ẹ́ dájú ibi táwọn wà lọ wọ́n mórè kò sí nǹkan kan tán fi dá nínú ilé ayé wọn gbogbo tán bá ti rí ilé ayé wọn kò dáa ni ọlọ́mọ ṣe wá lẹ́dàá tí ò ní mórè èyí tí ń gbọ́ mi ní gbogbo àgbáláyé tí yóò ní bàjẹ́ gbogbo ẹ bá ń rí gbogbo tí ń dọ́wọ́ yìí ẹ máa dúpẹ́ fẹ́lẹ́ dùà ẹ má yà láìmórè àwọn èèyàn kan wà tó pé aláìmórè ẹ̀dá ni wọ́n tí pé wọn ò mórè wọn ò tiẹ̀ rí ìkórè kan wípé ọlọ́run ṣoore kankan lé ayé wọn gbogbo tí wọ́n múwámúwá láìpẹ́ ìyá wọn lé wọn ké wọ́n bá dúró ìṣẹ́jú kan tí wọ́n rí nǹkan ariwo ẹjọ́ ni ẹ ṣáà máa bá wa wọlé sójú òpó ètò yìí èyí tí wọlé ẹ máa ṣí ẹ máa láìkì gbẹ́ngbẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ó jábọ̀ ètò kan ń bọ̀ lórí iléeṣẹ́ rédíò yìí níbi tá a ti máa tú pẹpẹrẹ ọ̀rọ̀ tá a máa sọ àwọn nǹkan tí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láwùjọ wa a máa gbé oríṣiríṣi àwọn èèyàn wá sórí ètò yìí tá a máa tú pẹpẹrẹ ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ̀ tí a máa ṣàlàyé àwọn tí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn ò ní kú fọ́tàyọ̀ àní kú wá síwájú ògo àwọn ènìyàn dààmú tó ń wọlé sọ́nà ẹni tó ń jẹ́ kéèyàn kúkú àìtọ́jọ́ wọn níyà lọ́nà wa gbogbo ipá wọn ò sì ní ká wa àní kú fọ́tàyọ̀ àwọn ẹni bí ẹ̀dá wọn ò níyà lọ́nà yín ojú òní tẹ̀yìn tí wọlé yìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lè máa ṣí àìtò yìí ẹ máa dàtà lógúnlógún ẹ máa dàtà lọ́gbọ̀lọ́gbọ̀ yóò dùn gbọ́ngbọ́n yóò mọ̀ kán sétò ìlálẹ̀ yìí láàárọ̀ yìí alárè ó mọ̀ jẹ̀gbá ẹ̀ kó mọ̀ gbé nǹkan lójú òpó ètò yìí ẹ̀yin tí wọlé ẹ̀yẹ kan máa ṣí ẹ máa ṣí ẹ ètò tí ń dùn ó ti ń dùn lójú òpó ètò a ti wọlé sórí àtàgbé ẹ wọlé kẹjá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò yìí lójú pálí ẹ wọlé kẹjá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò yìí lójú dọ́sílẹ̀ yìí là ń dúró dè aago 9 ti lù lórílẹ̀‐èdè South Africa aago 9 ló kọjá ìṣẹ́jú 11 yìí aago 8 lọ́dọ̀ yín òun náà ni a bẹ̀rẹ̀ àwa ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò tí ń dúró à ń dúró dé yìí kẹ́ wọlé sínú ilé agodo ká máa dábòlẹ̀ kó máa ró kó máa ró kó máa ró kó máa róróró kó máa ròròrò kó máa dún gbẹgbẹ ojú òní tìyẹn ẹ wọlé ẹjá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò lójú pálí ẹjá bẹ̀rẹ̀ lójú sọ́sìnì kó máa dún kó máa dún kó máa dún ẹ̀yin tí wọlé ẹ mọ̀ ní dààmú ẹ ní dàrú ká lágbára ẹ gbogbo tẹ́ fi ń jẹyàn ní dàrú mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ àti jí àti mu yín elédò ọ̀nà fisibítọ́ nira a máa gbé baba wọlé sójú òpó ètò èdè ìbólà ṣètò nítorí àwọn ènìyàn tí ń gbọ́ wa láwọn apá nǹkan ní àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè ká gbogbo àgbáńlá ayé tí wọ́n gbọ́ èdè wa a máa ṣe lédè ìbò kí ó lè bá lọ́ka gbogbo àgbáńlá ayé ẹ ṣàmà ẹ̀yẹ kan máa wọlé ẹ máa ṣíà ẹ máa wọlé kẹ máa dáta ẹ máa wọlé kẹ máa kọ́mẹ́ǹtì ẹ mọ̀ pàjọṣe wa náà ni ohun abájìjọrò àwọn àgbà ní gẹ́gẹ́ báyìí òun náà ni ó ń gún àjọrò wa ní àjọṣe wa ni kò sì ní bàjẹ́ to those of you listening to us we appreciate every one of you. Thank you for joining us on this broadcast this hour. We really appreciate your time on this broadcast. It's going to be a beautiful, lovely time on the broadcast this morning. The African Portal, the home of entertainment. The African Portal, where everyone is important. The African Portal, where we make things happen. We are waiting to establish the contact with one of our very own. But before that, let me quickly give you the background of our guest for today. Let's quickly talk about it. Let's quickly share with you what he have achieved and the post that he sits on before we put him on the spotlights to hear from him. Let's quickly do that before we step into this broadcast fully. We really appreciate every one of you that you are joining us. We really appreciate you. God bless you real good. And I really appreciate you so much. Please kindly share, like, comment, let it go viral. Your comment is very important on this program. Please, the more you comment, the more you give us energy to continue. Your comment means so much to us. So please comment, like, share. Let me give you a background of what is coming on our program this morning, what we are going to be talking about, and I will tell you about our guests as well in the studio. Let's open the line and see what is going on. If you want to join the conversation, call us on +27 703 3584 is the number to get is the number to connect to. So connect with that number. Call us on +27 703 3584. That is the number to call. Call us. Let's have a conversation. Call us. Let's talk about it. Let's do it together. Let me quickly give you the background of my guest for today, Comrade Olusegun Abatan. Let me tell you a bit about his achievement, about his career, and about what he is doing currently in the Africa. So let's quickly talk a bit about it. I'll just give you a brief, the profile of the Comrade Olusegun Babatunde Abatan, Executive Secretary, Nigeria Union of Pensioners, NUP, Oyo State Council, Public Relations, UP Southwest, Nigeria, and Managing Director, Chief Executive Officers, Pensioners Global Venture, owners of Pensioners 106.7 FM, Ago Onireke, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. Comrade Olusegun Babatunde Abatan was born on the 2nd July. Wow, we are born in the same month. Wow, I'm so happy. I was July 4. He was born July 2nd, 1954 at Idimos Compound, Idimon at Ojaba in Ibadan, Southeast Local Government Area of Oyo State, to Pa and Mrs. Morunranti Oyedeji Abatan. Comrade Olusegun Abatan is the only surviving child of his mother's 10 children. He is a Christian. At the family church is the Christ Church, Mapo, Ibadan. However, he late chose to attend Christ Apostolic Church. Comrade Olusegun Abatan began his education. Sorry, I'm just quickly responding to another message coming up. Okay, thank you very much. I saw your message there. Please keep sending them, keep sending them, keep sending them. It's going to be a lovely, beautiful time. I'm just giving the people the background of who is coming. Okay, Comrade Olusegun Abatan began his education at Mapo Christ School 1 and 2 at Mapo and Odinjo, respectively, between 1961 to 1966. He was very brilliant at school. After his primary education, Comrade Abatan went to Ibadan Christ Apostolic Grammar School between 1967 to 1971. He was so good in English literature, French, and Latin that his mate called him a linguist. He will have his education career dreamed in 1969 when his father died. But Providence came to his aid when the Western States government gave him a scholarship between 1970 to 1971 to conclude his secondary education during the period all schools were field paid. Educational background: he attended the University of Ibadan, IAR and T, Obafemi Awolowo University, Federal College of Agriculture, Umedike, Umachi, Aba State, Ibadan, Christ Apostolic Church School, Akperoniyere, Ibadan. His work experience including Coca-Cola Research Institute of Nigeria, headquarters, Ibadan. Also, Crane, okay, Subsistence, Edo State. And at the same time, he also deputy officer in charge, teacher at Lagelu Grammar School, Ibadan, and Bishop Phillips Academy, Ibadan. Okay, among his contribution to agriculture in Oyo State was his publication, School Agriculture Program, which was adopted and launched at Lagelu Grammar School on 10th May 2000 by former Governor Lam Additional of Oyo State. An agricultural and environmentalist of note, Comrade Olusegun Abatan, has the following into: kindly join me to work with the great African leader, one of the genius, one of the people they are well, and they have contributed so much to the growth of the African West. Comrade Olusegun Babatunde Abatan, born in Ibadan and also doing so well, is also the Chief Executive Director, Pensioner FM Ibadan. Kindly join me, no matter where you are, all over the world, to welcome this great leader who broadcast this. It's my great pleasure to have this on the African Portal Radio. I really, really appreciate you. And I'm so much happy to have this beautiful conversation with you. I'm beautiful sometimes I'm very funny, but I'm praying that God is going to help us for us to have a beautiful conversation on this program this hour. Firstly, let me step out to money. Thank you very much for those of you that you are joining us. Thank you, sir. Welcome, sir, and welcome to the African Pod.
Yeah, good morning. I greet you from all over the country. I greet this eminent personality that is introducing me to the world. I greet your radio station. I wish all of us well. Good morning. Hello. Hello. Good morning. Okay. Good morning. I welcome everybody to this program. I'm Comrade Olusegun Babatunde. I am the State Secretary, Nigerian Union of Pensioners, Oyo State, Nigeria. I'm also the PRO of Nigerian Union of Pensioners, Southwest Zone, Nigeria, and the MDCU of Pensioners FM 106.7, Oyo State, Nigeria. Good morning once again. I'm hearing you, please. Hello.
Thank you so much, everyone joining us. We just have to step out so that we can give a strong network in the house. I have to step out for us to make sure that you are on top of the program so that we can be able to monitor your network. I know Nigeria network can be very, but we are going to make sure that we follow it carefully so that we can have beautiful conversation with you, sir. I'm so delighted that I'm and thank you very much for the invitation to be on this broadcast this morning. So before I already do a bit of it, but there is a way I can do professionally or better than how you will do. Let me give you opportunity to introduce yourself to the listeners at home, who you are, where you are, and the position you hold in the society.
Well, again, I am Comrade Olusegun Babatunde Abatan. I am the State Secretary of Nigeria Union of Pensioners, Oyo State Council in Nigeria. I am also the PRO of the Nigerian Union of Pensioners, Southwest Zone, Nigeria. Managing Director, CEO of Pensioners FM 106.7, Nigeria. In actual fact, Pensioners FM is the first labor radio in the entire world. If you Google it, you'll find that there's no other labor radio other than Pensioners FM. So we pride ourselves in that. And the pride is that of all great unions in Nigeria that have the financial muscles to establish a radio station, none of them ever thought of establishing a radio station. But pensioners who are being maligned, who are being, whose rights are being shortchanged in Nigeria, thought it fit to have a radio station. In fact, the radio station was put forward to have, for pensioners to have their voice. Because at that time, that I would consider as the years of the locusts, pensioners' rights were being trampled upon here. Pensioners' rights were not given them. Pensioners' rights were denied. And each time we went for protests, for press conferences, our protests were drowned and subdued by the government's power. So this is the reason we thought that we should have our own voice and have our own radio. And we thank God we have got it. So I'm the managing director, CEO of that radio station. I am from Ibadan. I was born in Ibadan. I'm a native of Ibadan, 100%. My mother is from Ibadan. My father is from Ibadan. I was born 67 years ago. I went to primary school in Ibadan, Christ Church, Mapo, 1 and 2. I went to CS Grammar School. I went to the Federal College of Agriculture, Umudike, Umuahia, in Imo State. That Federal College of Agric now is the Federal University of Agriculture, Umuahia. I also went to IRANT, Institute of Agric Research and Training, under the University of Ife, then, now Obafemi Awolowo University for my HND. And later proceeded to UI for a postgraduate diploma in education. I have served the country severally. I served at Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria, where I cut my labor teeth, even though I paid dearly for it. I paid dearly for it. I was being transferred from one state of the federation to another. and it was fun. In the course of my work at Cocoa Research Institute, and in the course of my activism, I was arrested along with 6 others, charged to court, and we were made to sleep at Agodi prison for 6 days. I mean, for 2 weeks before the case was thrown out. And ever since, I have been in the trenches. I have been at the barricade, watching the interests of pensioners, not only in Oyo State, not only in Southwest, but throughout the Federation. I've been a stakeholder, a strong stakeholder in preventing or making sure that pensioners' rights are given them. On 2 occasions, I have taken the Oyo State government to court, and on the 2 occasions, we have won, and we thank God for that. We also thank God that we now have a governor that listens to us, that does the right thing, that pays our people their entitlements, unlike in the days of yore. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much, sir. I really appreciate you, and thank you for time on this broadcast. Thank you so much. You have so well. You are the kind of people I cannot express it in English. The only I can express is in Yoruba. Do you look at people like you, they will call them Ogunobombo, Tindato Leno Igbin, and Yoruba will look at people like you and call them the Akin, Oma Akin. Àwọn tó jẹ́ wípé nípa ọ̀rọ̀ ìlú, nípa ètò ìlú, Ọlọ́run dìídì jẹ́ pé ó gbé yín kalẹ̀ fún ìtẹ̀síwájú ọmọnìyàn ni. Wọ́n ń sọ èdè Yorùbá díẹ̀ tí pé dé èbó dá lóòótọ́, ṣùgbọ́n tá a bá fi tiwa náà sí ó fẹ́ jẹ́ pé kò tí ì pé tó. Inú mi dùn, ayọ̀ mi kún wípé mo lóore ọ̀fẹ́ bá yín ní ìfọ̀rọ̀jomitoro ọ̀rọ̀ láàárọ̀ yìí, ojú òsì ní tì yín. To those of you listening to us where you are all over Africa, this is a continental program. I have one of the great African leader with me in the studio, Comrade Olusegun Babatunde Abatan is with me. He was born in Ibadan, school in Ibadan. Also, I've served under the Oyo State government, the Federal of Nigeria. Is the executive director of the first pensioner radio station in Africa. Is the first in Africa. No one ever achieved it. That was achieved by this great leader. Sir, let me quickly go to the business. We have enough time, and I know you are very busy. Let's quickly look at the situation of the pensioner, most especially in Oyo State and in Nigeria as a whole. What is the situation now, and what are the progress that we can talk about currently?
Oh, thank you very much. While I was talking the other time, I said we thank God that we now have a governor that is doing well for pensioners. Before Governor Olusegun Babatunde became the governor in May 29, 2019, the situation of pensioners in Oyo State was very, very dire. Many years before he came, pensions were not paid as and when due. Gratuities were not paid for almost 10 years before Seyi Makinde came on board. Where pensions were even paid, they were paid in percentages. What I mean by in percentages is that somebody who was supposed to have 100,000 naira, for example, will be paid in 3 installments of 3 months. So that this led to a pile up of arrears of pension, to the extent that both arrears of pension and gratuity mounted to 42.3 billion naira, which we decided to take to court, to Federal Industrial Court here in Nigeria. And we won that case. And ever since we won that case, the governor, the sitting governor now, had stuck strictly to the arrangement, to our agreement in court, that certain amount should be paid every month to the coffers of the local government pensions board, after which, about almost 3 months, the people that were concerned to be paid will be invited, and they were paid. Just like that, 100%. People are now being paid 100% of their pension instead of percentages of those days. People are now paid their gratuities, and many, particularly retired primary school teachers who bore the brunt of the past administrations, now smile to the bank. And many of them whose projects have been stalled went back to their projects, completing their projects. Many even bought cars. Many whose children had left school, due to non-availability of funds to continue their education, are back in school. And this does not also leave out the next of kin of deceased pensioners. So next of kin of the deceased pensioners are also paid along with those that are alive, so that their wards, their children who had stepped out of school due to lack of funds, had gone back to school. So presently in Oyo State, pensioners are having their pensions as were due. In fact, every 25th day of the month, pensioners, along with the workers in Oyo State, collect their salaries and pensions, and gratuities are going on. But that this picture of rosiness is not the same in the whole states of the Federation. I must confess this to you. In the whole state of the Federation, it is not as good as I am talking to you here in Oyo State. And in most of the states, pensioners are owed several months of pension, going to several years, in fact. While Imo State in Nigeria, in the southeastern part of Nigeria, is the worst culprit, owing pensioners up to about 70 months of unpaid pension. The same thing, we have pensioners who are owed in some states of the Southwest, Osun State, Ondo State, Ekiti State, are not doing well for pensioners, no? And some other states like that. So the situation of pensioners in Nigeria is very, very bad, very bad, very bad. In fact, it's like the governments of those states that are not paying pensioners at when due want them dead, so that the money that belongs to pensioners could be shared among politicians, So that is the situation here. The pensioners here in Nigeria are not doing well. But in Oyo State, we thank God for giving us the present governor, Seyi Makinde.
Wow. Thank you very much, sir. I'm so delighted. I have a lot of people joining us. Benga Bamidele, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Otumba Babatunde Abatan, thank you so much. You put this together, and I appreciate it. We're going to appreciate everyone joining us. Please keep sharing it, keep talking about it. Let it go. We have the great legend in the house. When we are talking about the communication, when we are talking about the broadcast in Nigeria, in Africa, this is one of the great leaders that is with us in the studio that we are having the conversation together. So let's quickly look at the situation yesterday in Oyo State. The situation is very tense that every pensioners needs to of yesterday. What's really going on? Why is it that today is a different ball game? The governor there today is doing so well, and it's one of the governors that is doing well all over Nigeria when it comes to pensioner. What's going on? What went wrong yesterday that we are getting right today?
My brother, I want to state this, that you see, what went wrong many years ago. I'm not talking particularly about the immediate past government, but I'm talking about past governments. I think what went wrong actually was a matter of mindset. Mindset. If your mindset is to serve your people, if your mindset is to serve the nation, if your mindset is to make sure that the oppressed are lifted up, well, the kind of governance will be different from somebody who just came in with a mindset of selfish service. Selfish service. Because let me tell you, in Nigeria here, there is a constitutional provision that anytime wages of workers are increased, pensions of pensioners must also be increased concomitantly, or every 5 years. But I tell you, my brother and listeners out there, that this constitutional provision is not respected here in Nigeria, to the extent that pension increases according to constitutional rights are not done for pensioners. And this has led to pensioners having as low income, monthly income, as 330 naira. Let me repeat it. Some pensioners are earning 330 naira per month. And the reason is that the past governments don't increase pension as and when due, and in conformity with the constitutional provision. In fact, in other climes, these governors will have been accused of constitutional breach, and will probably be, subjected to some rigorous legislative fireworks. But here in Nigeria, nobody cares. And so that is why we have problems. And like I said, that's the way I can sum up everything. Mindset. If the mindset is to do good,
mindset.
Do it.
Okay.
If your mind,
okay, sir.
If your mindset is just to be there, take care of yourself and your family.
I'm so sorry, sir, that I'm making it snappy. I want to make sure that I get as many as out of you before I let you out of my way. And the time constraint that we have is very short, because I know you are a very busy person. You have a lot of things on your table that you need to attend to. Being in the morning time, you still have meetings too. And at the same time, I still want to get as many things as possible. So I will be timing you on each and every question so that we can be able to cover the question that we have with me. So I appreciate what you say, because this mindset that you mentioned is one of the greatest problems that we are facing in a country, Nigeria. Mindset of not having mind to help the community or deliver the right service to the people in all sectors in our country. Let's quickly look at your contribution to agriculture, most especially serve in Crane, which is one of the great institutes in Nigeria. So tell us a bit about it and your journey. What make you decide that I want to be in the front line, fighting for pensioners and making sure that they get what actually rightfully belongs to them? What motivates you to that? And why do you put that upon yourself to be one of the advocates for the pensioners?
Okay, let me first of all go to Ukraine. Well, agriculture in Nigeria is not being properly addressed. That is the truth of the matter. Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria is a research institute, and the results of research institutes are not being seriously followed and implemented. Agricultural programs in Nigeria are even being endangered by the rampaging Fulani herdsmen that destroy farms here in Nigeria. That is as far as that is concerned. Yes, as why am I here defending the rights of pensioners? The seed of activism was sown in me when I was in Cocoa Research. As early as 19.5 years old, and when I was a party to the trade union activity in Cocoa Research Institute, I was arrested at that age of 19.5. Arrested and put in prison for 2 weeks because of my activism. It was right there at Agodi that I decided that I will ever, for the rest of my life, champion the causes of the downtrodden. And when I came out, I met my mother. I'm the only child of my mother, for information. I met my mother. She cried.
Yes, sir.
And I said, look, Mama, for the experience I had here, I will forever champion the cause of the oppressed. And so I left Cocoa Research, started working as a teacher, agri-science teacher. But that fire of activism was still there. And even in school, while I was in school, they knew that this man was going to be a very tough man. And so I left very early. I didn't spend 35 years, for your information, because I was too, my legs are too, I have tires in my legs and I don't have that temperament, that patience to serve government for 35 years. I will be, by that time I might have been not able to do much for people. So I left, and what really struck me was that when I left and I was attending the meetings of pensioners, all our pensioners or the leadership of the union was saying at that time was, please let us pray to God and so that God will give us our entitlement. I attended these meetings for almost 1.5 years, and God did not answer our prayers because we were not putting action. So I told them that, look, if you continued to pray and there was no action, your prayers were not going to work. And so we started some activism. We started some protests, and I was invited to come and be secretary here, and the rest is history. So when I came in as secretary Nigerian Union of Pensioners there, the tide changed, because the leadership at that time thought and was saying it that nobody could fight government and get away with it. Nobody could fight government and win. But when I was appointed as secretary, I confronted government on all fronts by protests, press releases, etc. And here we are. And so in Oyo State now, I must confess to you, the voice of pensioners, the voices of pensioners are being heard and respected by the government. In actual fact, we have a population that no candidate wishing to be governor in Oyo State will ignore. You understand? We have more than 50,000 pensioners here in Oyo State. And if you factor in our dependents, at least each pensioner will have nothing less than 5 or 6 dependents. So if we instructed our over 300,000 pensioners to vote for a candidate, that candidate is there already. So nobody, no candidate, no governorship candidate or any candidate at all could wish the pensioners here away. So that is it. I mean, in order to shorten the time you want to.
Thank you very much, sir. I know that there is a lot that we need to talk about. I want to give you opportunity to explain yourself fully, but the time is just what is giving me challenges. I want to make sure that I work within the time constraint. Okay, let me quickly allow somebody to connect with us. Otuba Babatunde Abatan, you kindly lower the radio on your side. We don't want to hear the radio back from you. Kindly lower the radio on your side so that we can have a beautiful conversation with us in the studio. Please make sure there is no other radio or voice coming in so that we can enjoy the conversation. Otuba Babatunde Abatan is joining me all the way from Pensioner FM. Ibadan is also the head of the operation in Pensioner FM Ibadan. Otuba, it's my great pleasure to have you on this broadcast this morning. Kindly introduce yourself to the listeners at home and greet my great leader, the great activist, the great genius leaders that we have in the studio as well.
Good morning, and that is my friend and brother. I'm happy to be part of this morning. How are you, sir?
We are doing well.
Well, yeah, my name is Dr. Babatunde Abatan, head of programs, Pensioners FM 106.7 Agbarigo Nireke, Ibadan. Incidentally, the first radio station to be owned by any union in Africa. And you are having with you in the studio my able and indefatigable leader, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, the Executive Secretary of Nigeria Union of Pensioners, Oyo State Council, the MAPIS, Public Relations Officer, NUP in the Southwest, and of course, a very strong stakeholder when we talk of pensioners in Nigeria as a whole, Comrade Olusegun Babatunde Abatan, a man of many parts, a great leader, a thoroughbred human rights activist, but above all, a lover of children. That is one of his traits that I loved most. He's a lover of humankind, the one that can give everything he has to you and your cause, as long as he believes in what you are pursuing, as long as you are straightforward with him, as long as you are focused on what you are doing, and above all, as long as you are hardworking. He loves people that are hardworking and so committed to whatever they are doing. So you are having in your studio this morning, leader of leaders, father of fathers, comrade for comrades, a man that has dedicated his life to the service of humanity in all aspects. That's the way I can describe my MDCO, Pensioner Global Owners FM 106.7 Ibadan.
Thank you very much, Otuba Babatunde Abatan. I really appreciate that beautiful introduction there. Thank you so much. You know, what I just want to add to that is that it's a leader and it's a ladder. It's a leader. You know, there are some leaders that they are just a leader. They are not a ladder. There are some leaders that they are leaders and they are also the ladder for others to climb to reach their goals. So thank you very much to have this great leader in the house. We will not make it solid if we continue speaking this language. Let me take you back to the motherland. Let me take you back to Yoruba. Those of you that you need to go and register. African rédíò nílùú Pretoria lórílẹ̀-èdè South Africa ẹlẹ́rọ amètìsì lórí òkè Waterkloof nílùú Pretoria ó lẹ̀ gbọ́ tó ń dún lójú òpó ètò tó lágbàgbà àgbà yìí ọgbà àgbà pátápátá tó jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára àwọn ògbóǹtarìgì aṣáájú nílẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjìrè àwọn lèmi àti wọn jọ ní ìfọ̀rọ̀jomitoro ọ̀rọ̀ láàárọ̀ ti tòní bàbá wa Olúṣẹ́gun Abatan wọ́n ń bẹ́nu ilé agodo pẹ̀lú mi tá a jọ ní ìfọ̀rọ̀jomitoro ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ Ìbàdàn ni wọ́n Ìbàdàn lé Olúyọ̀lé ìlú Ìbíkúnlé alágbàlá ológòdó kẹ̀ríkẹ̀rí lójú ogun wọ́n jagunlabi ńlára wájú Ìbàdàn mọ́jà tó fi kọ́ra wájú tó fi kó wọn lẹ́rú ọmọ agbóṣáṣámọ́sá ọmọ ayàyàyà mọ́yà bàbá ojú òní tìyín inú ilé wò yín lójú òpó ètò yìí orúkọ mi ò yí padà orúkọ àgùntàn Samuel Olúṣẹ́gun ṣẹ̀bí lọ pápádà mọ́ ń tọ́ fọ́mọkùnrin bọ̀lẹ̀ ọmọ sọ́sí sísọ kàrífì kọ́lé sí ọmọ níyọ ọjọ́ kẹfà tí ń ṣe olùkú lẹ́lẹ́tò jó orí ti ẹ̀jẹ̀ láti lè ya mi ìròkè bá bí ẹ̀kú bàbá mi ò sí nílẹ̀ ajá sọ tí bá ń bẹ́ẹ̀lẹ̀ àdúgbò ẹ̀ràn fún mi jẹ èèyàn ńlá ní bẹ lójú òpó ètò yìí ẹja ńlá làwọ̀ wá gbé láàárọ̀ ti tò ní tá a bá porí akọni dàláàbò tá a fi lálẹ́ gàràgà èmi ní kọ́kọ́ ní ọtún bàbá yìí ẹ bá ń fi yìí ọmọlúàbí ẹ bá ń fi wọ bàbá yìí ẹ bá ń kì wọ́n kẹ́ bá ń kì wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀ Ìbàdàn ẹ bá ń kì wọ́n kẹ́ bá ń fi yọ ọmọlúàbí àwọn tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n gbó wọ́n tọ́ wọ́n sì àwọn náà ń bẹ lójú òpó ètò ẹ bá ń fi yìí ẹ bá ń fi wọ̀ wọ́n kò síṣẹ́ méjì táwa ṣe lónìí àwa gbé wọn níyì ni.
mo kí gbogbo etí tó ń gbọ́ wá àti ojú tó ń wò wá káàkiri orígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáyé ẹni tí ẹ̀ ń wò tí alàgbà Dáre Olúsan tí wọ́n gbà lálejò láàárọ̀ tòní lórí ìkànnì the African Portal Radio and Television ní ìlú Pretoria ní South Africa àwọn náà ni ẹni tí í ṣe ajá fún ẹ̀tọ́ òṣìṣẹ́ ajá fún ẹ̀tọ́ ọmọ ajá fún ẹ̀tọ́ aráàlú àwùjọ eléyìí tí ó dúró re fún ìgbé ayé ọmọnìyàn mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa akọ̀wé àgbà fún ẹgbẹ́ òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ Comrade Olusegun Babatunde ọmọ Abatan àwọn náà ni agbẹnusọ fún ẹgbẹ́ òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì lẹ́kùn ìwọ̀ oòrùn gúúsù orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà tá a mọ̀ sí South West PRO fún NUP ní South West ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Comrade Olusegun Abatan kò ṣeé fi ọwọ́ rọ́ sẹ́yìn tá a bá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì àti àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì gangan fúnra wọn tó fi mú ìyà òdú ni bàbá yìí kì í ṣe àmọ̀ fún olóko òfin tara rẹ̀ sílẹ̀ bọ́tẹ̀ni ẹlẹ́ni ní Comrade tàn bàbá àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké bàbá ọmọdé bàbá àgbàlagbà olùfẹ́ tí ó fi ọtí rẹ̀ ẹni takuntakun òun sì ni wọ́n ilé Olúyọ̀lé ibi olè tó ti gbé ń jàre olóhùn Ìbàdàn májàmájà tó fi kára wájú lẹ́rú Ìbàdàn ọmọ àjẹgbín yó ọmọ àfikàrà wọn ẹ̀fọ́ rẹ̀ mu ìlú Ìbíkúnlé ìlú Àjàyí olódòdó kẹ̀ríkẹ̀rí lójú ogun ní afẹ́ kì ní lórí kí Ìbàdàn wá ní ogun òkó wa rí ọmọ Ìbàdàn ó ṣe rú ẹnì kọ̀ọ̀kan
ogun òkó wa rí
nítorí pé Olúṣẹ́gun ni orúkọ ọ̀gá mi jagunjagun ni jagunjagun tó ń jagun ńlá òní pé Olùsàn.
ẹ ṣe bàbá ojú òní tìyẹn ìbàjẹ́ òní báyìí. tó àbí ọ̀nà àbáyọ sí wàhálà ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà lè bá sí oko káwọn tí wọ́n ń kó èrè oko wálé kí wọ́n lè bá kan mú padà wá sílé. Èyí náà ni nǹkan tí wọ́n máa bá aṣíwájú ọ̀gá àgbà tí wọ́n sì jẹ́ adarí iléeṣẹ́ rédíò àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ tí wọ́n máa bá wọn ní fọ̀rọ̀jomitoro ọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ń wọlé sórí àtàgbò ètò yìí, ẹ̀yin máa share ètò yìí, ẹ sọ́dàgbò jẹ̀dí kẹ́ ẹ máa gbọ́n mu, ẹ sọ́dọ̀ ọ̀run ńlá ẹ máa fi kọ́ ẹ̀ bàjẹ́. Nígbà bá wù yín ẹ sọ́dà ẹ sábà bá da ètò yìí ta ẹ jẹ́ kéde Yorùbá láàyè ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ wípé àkódò lọ tí ó sì máa lọ déédéé. Àárín nǹkan ṣe sí ojú òpó ni kì í ṣe bàbá wa lónìí nǹkan kọ́ ló ní ojú òpó apá lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà, ojú òpó lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà ológun ọba ni a máa ń bẹ ni. So gbogbo tó bá ṣe ń lọ ẹ̀yin tí ń gbọ́ wa ní gbogbo àgbáńlá ayé ẹjọ́ ẹ ṣáà bá wa ro ọmọ yóò dùn gbọ́ngbọ́n yóò kàn sí i. A ní ìṣẹ́jú méjì péréte láti fi kó lójú òpó ètò. Bàbá mi ojú òní ti yẹ mọ́ bínú, ojú òpó ń ṣapá kan jà mọ́ ká tó máa lọ kó lójú òpó ètò. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ sáré fẹnu bà àwọn nǹkan kan tó ń jẹ́ bí àwọn òkè òṣòro tó ń dojúkọ àwọn èèyàn lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà, pàápàá ọ̀wọ́n lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà. Ó ti wá di ètò jẹ́ wípé ó ti fẹ́ kọjá bẹ́ẹ̀. Kí ni nǹkan tó fà á? Ẹ sọ díẹ̀ nípa rẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan wípé àwọn onísànmọ̀mí tí wọ́n ń pa àwọn èèyàn káàkiri ní àwọn oko wọn àtàwọn onísànmọ̀mí tó ń fi ẹran tó fi ń joko àwọn èèyàn, ó pọ̀ nǹkan tó mú ọ̀wọ́n gógó wáyé. Ẹ bá ń ṣàlàyé díẹ̀ àtọ̀nà àbáyọ sí i. Ẹ ti wà ń gbangba tábà yìí.
Okay. Ṣe rí n tó ń lọ ní Nàìjíríà wa yìí gẹ́gẹ́ bá a ṣe sọ, mo ti sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, mindset náà ní gbogbo ẹ̀. Ìjọba tó wà ní ìgboro tó wà lóyún ojú táyé báyìí tí ó bá wà ní mindset wọn wípé gbogbo àwọn tí ń dà lúrú tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ kó dá wá pé láàrin ijọ́ méjì mẹ́ta yóò dá wá pé. Tẹ́ mọ̀ wípé aṣá ti ń lo àwọn ìjọba kan rí tẹ́lẹ̀ kó tó di àsìkò yìí. Irú eléyìí ó sì tán tẹ́lẹ̀ káwọn kan sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn di kànrànjọ́gbọ́n tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n á lọ sí oko olóko, wọ́n á fi màálù jẹ oko olóko, wọ́n á múyàwó olóko, wọ́n á fipá bá wọn lò, wọ́n á mú ọmọ olóko, wọ́n á gbé lọ, wọ́n á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní béèrè owó ìdáǹdè lọ́wọ́ bàbá, ìyẹn tí wọ́n bá tẹ̀ pa bàbá mọ́ oko. Irú ohun tí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí ò ṣẹlẹ̀ rí. Àwọn ò gbọ́ wípé nígbà táwọn wà ní sùkúù kí àwọn kan kóra wọn lọ sí iléèwé pẹ̀lú mọ́tòsáíkù látàgànràn bíi 10 bíi 30 kí wọ́n kó àwọn ọmọ sùkúù kúrò ní sùkúù kí wọ́n máa pọ́n lọ ní igbó, tàbí kọ́ ẹ pé wọ́n ó gbé lọ́rì wá tí ó sì jẹ́ pé ìjọba ó sì máa wò wọ́n ràn. So n try láti sọ náà ni pé àbáyọ náà ni pé kí ìjọba kí wọ́n yí ẹ̀mí wọn padà, kán change mindset wọn. Tí ìjọba àwọn olórí ìjọba àwọn tó wà lórí ìjọba ń sìn bá sọ pé no to banditry, no to kidnapping, no to kidnapping for ransom, no pé ìwà pálapàla yìí àwọn ò fẹ́ mọ́. Òní ní Tuesday pé lónìí sí Jímọ̀ ní ìjọ mẹ́ta sísìn àwọn ò fẹ́ rú wà pálapàla. Nàìjíríà ní agbára láti ṣe, àwọn ológun wa dára, àwọn ọlọ́pàá wa dára, ní ibi gbogbo táwọn ológun wa ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní tí èṣe Nàìjíríà, outside Nàìjíríà, bí gbogbo tí àwọn ọlọ́pàá wa ń ṣiṣẹ́ outside Nàìjíríà ni wọ́n ti ń gba ẹ̀bùn wálé, ẹ̀bùn wípé ó yege. Ó sì wá jẹ́ pé lọ́dọ̀ wa ń bí ni wọ́n wá yege mọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n tí ó bá nígbà tí Abacha wà láyé olórí oko ńgbà kan, ó ní tí ìlú bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní dàrú fún bí 48 hours tí ò látúnṣe wípé àwọn olórí oko náà lọ́wọ́ ń bẹ̀ ni ó mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀. So ọwọ́ dáǹsọ náà ni pé mindset kí ìjọba Nàìjíríà kó change mindset ẹ̀ sí ìtọ́ ẹ̀ kó ṣẹlẹ̀, káwọn àgbẹ̀ kí wọ́n rí oko wọn lọ, kọ́mọ school kó rí school lọ, kíyàwó wa kí wọ́n lè rìn kan falala nígboro tí ì ṣe pé wọ́n mọ̀ bẹ̀rù pé ẹnìkan ó kí wọn mọ́lẹ̀ yóò fipá bá wọn lò àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. So mindset ni, so à ń bẹ̀ ìjọba kí wọ́n ní mindset yẹn ó tán. Lẹ́yìn mindset kò sí nǹkan míì mọ́.
Bàbá ẹ má bínú, wọ́n ṣe abala tá a wà wọ́n ṣe ní èdè Yorùbá fún àwọn ìdí kan, wọn ò ní fẹ́ ká ṣe lè dò. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo àwọn ẹ̀yà kan lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà, àwọn ẹ̀yà Yorùbá àbí ẹ̀yà káàárọ̀ òjìrè. Wọ́n ń pè fún ìdádúró orílẹ̀‐èdè pé àwọn fẹ́ kúrò lára ìsopọ̀ tó so wọ́n pọ̀ mọ́ orílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà, pé àwọn fẹ́ ní orílẹ̀‐èdè títí wọn. Kí lẹ rí sí, kí sì ní nǹkan tẹ́ rò wípé ó lè jẹ́ ọ̀nà àbáyọ sí àwọn wàhálà lásìkò tó wà nílẹ̀? Ṣé ẹ gbọ́ mi sà?
Ẹ ṣeun. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ wípé ẹkún, Yorùbá ní ẹkún ló bá ikùn wá. Tí ò bá sí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ò kì í ṣẹ̀. Lọ́dún bíi márùn sẹ́yìn gan pàápàá, 5 sẹ́yìn, 6 sẹ́yìn, 10 sẹ́yìn, ǹjẹ́ Yorùbá sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ ya lọ? Yorùbá ò sí lára àwọn tí ń sọ pé wọ́n fẹ́ ya lọ. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí ó bá jẹ́ wípé nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ìgbé ayé kò dẹrùn mọ́, àwọn àgbẹ̀ wa wọ́n lè lóko, ìyàwó wa wọ́n lè lódò, àwọn ọmọ wa ìbẹ̀rùbojo náà fi ń lọ sílé ìwé. Àwọn gbogbo igbó wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá làwọn ẹ̀yà kan ti gbà náà ti sọ wípé àwọn làwọn ní, wípé bàbá àwọn nígbà kan ó ní àwọn làwọn gbọ́dọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà yìí tàwọn ní, kò sì sẹ́ni tó gbọ́dọ̀ yẹ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ìyẹn àwọn area kan nìyẹn o. Area kan wá ní wípé pínpín nǹkan ní ẹkùnjẹkùn, ẹ̀tọ́, pínpín pínpín ọlá, pínpín nǹkan ní Nàìjíríà. Tẹ́ ẹ bá wo gbogbo rókọ làwọn tí wọ́n ń ṣe adarí wa nílẹ̀ yìí, ẹ rí i pé ọ́fíìsì bì kan ju bì kan lọ. Níbi tẹ́ ẹ bá ti rí Yorùbá kan, àwọn ẹ̀yà míì ẹ lè rí bí 30, 40 tó wá dàbí ẹni pé Yorùbá wá dàbí second class àbí third class citizen, even lẹ́ bàbá wọn. Tẹ́ ẹ bá dé seaport wa, pẹ́pà wà lá ní seaport làwa lá ní sea, tipápá lẹ́ fi di Yorùbá ń bẹ. Àwọn tó ń ṣe alákòóso ń bẹ wọn ìsọmọ Yorùbá. Ẹ̀tọ́ Yorùbá ò wá kò tẹ̀ wá tẹ̀ wọ́n lọ́wọ́ mọ́. Ìyá yẹn làwọn èèyàn sọ pé ó tó gẹ́kẹ̀, kí ló dé tí ọmọ ẹlẹ́ran tó fi máa jẹ ogun. Ìyẹn ló fa táwọn kan fi ń pèrò pé tí Yorùbá bá kú tiẹ̀ dá dúró yóò pé àwọn ju kákànjọ máa sọ pé ká máa fagídí wà nínú ìgbéyàwó tí ò sanmọ́nà tó, nínú ìgbéyàwó tó yẹ pé ojoojúmọ́ ni ọkọ ní lùyàwó bíi bàrà. Opinion àwọn kan nìyẹn. Opinion àwọn kan ní pé ok, ẹ má ti jẹ́ ká sọ pé a yà lọ, bó tẹ̀ jẹ́ pé opinion àwọn ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì wọ́n jókòó lórí fẹ́ǹsì ni. N táwọn ń sọ ni pé ẹ jẹ́ ká tún tò ní, ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe restructuring. Ṣùgbọ́n mo fẹ́ sọ fún ẹ brọ́dà mi, ẹni tí ń mu oyin, ẹni tí ń jẹ tọ́kì, tí ń pa màálù jẹ lójúmọ́, tẹ́ ẹ wá ní ẹ fẹ́ restructure, tó sì mọ̀ pé tí ẹ bá restructure, oyin ò ní kánṣun lẹ́nu tààrà mọ́, òun ò ní rí màálù jẹ mọ́, òun ò ní rí àgbò jẹ nígbà tó bá wù ú. Ṣé ẹ rò bí yóò gbà kí wọ́n ṣe àtúntò? So àwọn tí ń sọ tàtúntò yẹn wọ́n kàn sí ń sọ ni. Àwọn náà mọ̀ wípé àwọn náà dẹ̀ ti sọ pé àwọn tó táwọn ń sọ wípé kó bá Nàìjíríà yìí tí àtúntò náà ò bá wá àwọn náà ó darapọ̀ mọ́ àwọn tí ń sọ pé kó ń ká kú máa lọ lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ àìsí bá ara ẹni tán káfa ara ẹni tán yá ó wà nínú òfin àgbáyé wípé ẹnikẹ́ni lè kúrò nínú àjọṣepọ̀ tí ò bá pé wọn ẹ̀yìn gbogbo kan a ní ìlú kan a ní ibì kan tí wọ́n pè ní USSR United Soviet Kingdom Republic nígbà tí wọ́n máa túká ìlú tó mọ̀ túká ń bẹ̀ mọ̀ fẹ́ tó wí ọgbọ̀n láti jẹ́ pé wọ́n tara wọn bọ̀ wọn jà wọn kankan Czechoslovakia mọ̀ túká wọ́n mọ̀ yà pa so táwọn kan bá láwọn tí àwọn kan bá tí ó bàbá láwọn fẹ́ lọ láyé ibo ló ń fẹ́ lọ tí àwọn mídùbẹ̀ láwọn fẹ́ lọ ta ló máa sọ pé dandan kí wọ́n máa lọ sí ọ̀ràn ni wọ́n fi ń gbélé ayé ọ̀ràn ni a fi jọ ń ṣàṣepọ̀ tí ìyàwó àtọkọ bá jọ ń gbélé tó jẹ́ kó jojúmọ́ ní ìyàwó ní ọkọ ń lu ìyàwó bíi bàrà ṣé ìyàwó ò ní kọrí sí kóòtù pé òun fẹ́ fọkọ yẹn lẹ̀ àbí tó ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn tó bá ṣeé ṣe tí wọ́n bá lè táwọn tí wọ́n ń di gbogbo ẹ̀ mú ẹ rí i pé gbogbo ẹ̀ àwọn ẹ̀yà kan ló di gbogbo ẹ̀ mú nílẹ̀ yìí o immigration ẹ̀yà tó di immigration mú ló di custom mú ló di post authority mú ló di ọlọ́pàá mú ló di INEC mú ló di DSS mú ló di gbogbo ẹ̀ mention it ṣé tí wọ́n bá ní kàn ṣe restructuring ṣe ẹrù àwọn ẹ̀yà yẹn ò fẹ́ filẹ̀ tó kò wọ́n lè filẹ̀ wọ́n sì ti sọ pé Nàìjíríà àwọn làwọn ní tí bá bá àwọn ní láti òkè ọyọ aláwọn títí dé ojú odò òkun wa ní Èkó bí so tí wọ́n bá lè sọ pé kán jọ jókòó kán ṣe restructuring tí ó bá máa tẹ́ wọn lọ́rùn tí ó bá tẹ́ wọn lọ́rùn kó káàkó máa bá tiẹ̀ lọ́nà ipa gbọ́kọ́ lájọ́ fi ń gbé ni a fi ń gbé dé ayé kẹ̀ so opinion tèmi nìyẹn o.
ẹ ṣe bàbá ojú òní tì ní mo sì ní ọ̀kan lára àwọn ògbóǹtarìgì sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú mi ẹ bá yí rẹ́díò ọ̀dọ̀ yín lẹ̀ ọ̀túnba ọ̀tún ẹ yí rẹ́díò ọ̀dọ̀ yín lẹ̀ ọtún ẹ nìkan tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ jẹ́ ká máa lọ kó lójú òpó ètò ká bẹ́ẹ̀ ká máa fèyí òṣèlú ẹ bá yí rẹ́díò ọ̀dọ̀ yín lẹ̀. ọtún bá ṣẹ̀ṣì wá bẹ́ẹ̀ lákòókò mọ́ ẹ bá béèrè ẹ bá ẹ̀yin lẹ wà nílé agodo lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà ẹ bá béèrè béèrè kan látọ̀dọ̀ yín bẹ́ẹ̀ o ká tó máa fi yín ìdágbére kúrò lójú òpó ètò yìí.
ìbéèrè kan tí mo ní fún ọ̀gá mi Comrade Olusegun Abatan ní ọ̀pá síbi tá a wà yìí lóòótọ́ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó rínú torí òde òní èmi tá a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹgbẹ́ òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ torí iṣẹ́ àkànṣe kan lọ lọ́wọ́ tí mi ta sì ń tọ́jú pé gbogbo àgbáyé ní ó gbọ́ nígbà tí ó bá parí tán fún ìrọ̀rùn àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì òun náà ni. ní ọdún mẹ́wàá síbi tá a wà yìí níbo ni àfojúsùn yìí pé ẹgbẹ́ òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ yóò wà?
ẹ ṣe ọ̀túnba ojú òní tì yín bàbá ó fèsì sí ìbéèrè wọn ẹ̀yin wọlé sórí Facebook ẹ bá wa pò lọ lórí Facebook ẹ má bá ń ṣíà ẹ bá ń dàtà ẹ má bá ń da kọ́mẹ́ǹtì ń bò mí ẹ ṣeun bàbá. bàbá mi ẹ ṣeun ìbéèrè kan ló wọlé láti inú ilé agodo lọ́dọ̀ yín bẹ́ẹ̀ o wọ́n ní lọ́dún mẹ́wàá sódò tá a bá ní àwò ibo lẹ rí ọ̀la ẹgbẹ́ òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì wọ́n ṣe lédè èbó wọ́n ṣe Yorùbá àmọ́ dàgbà.
Yes, ẹ ṣe ní ọdún mẹ́wàá sí ìsìn a gbàdúrà pé tó bá ṣe é ṣe tó bá wọ Ọlọ́run táwọn náà bá wà láyé ṣùgbọ́n bí àti ẹ̀sí láyé ńgbà náà àwọn aláyé náà mọ̀ ṣàyè lọ ṣùgbọ́n àfojúsùn ti wà ní pé nígbà tí ó bá tó ọdún mẹ́wàá sísìn kí ẹgbẹ́ òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì Ọ̀yọ́ State kó ti gbòòrò kó ti làmìlaka ju bó ṣe wà lọ bí mo ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí nígbà tí ó bá tó bí oṣù mélòó kan, lára àwọn làmìlaka àti gbígbòòrò ẹgbẹ́ wa ni wípé a ní pẹ́ sí hospital kan tí ó gbajúmọ̀ ní gbogbo àgbáyé fún àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì wa, tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo àgbáyé ní a sọ pé kí wọ́n bá wa dá sí. Lẹ́yìn yẹn, àwọn nǹkan míì wà tá a tún fẹ́ ṣe. À ń rò ó tọ́lọ́run bá fún wa ṣe. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí union wa lọ́yọ̀ọ́ state yìí, àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ kí àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì wa kí wọ́n mọ jàǹfààní ní irú microfinance fún pensioners. Tá a bá lè ṣe tí òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì náà lọ́yọ̀ọ́ state wa tá a ní microfinance, yóò ní ipa tí ó kó nípa ríran àwọn èèyàn wa lọ́wọ́, pàápàá àwọn tó bá fẹ́ ṣe òkòwò kéékèèké, alábọ́dé, àbí òkòwò ńlá míì, tó dẹ̀ pé wọ́n á máa jàǹfààní ẹ̀. Ara àwọn tó tún wà ní inú plan ẹgbẹ́ wa ni wípé lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí hospital wa tó bá ti dúró tán, a fẹ́ ṣe tó jẹ́ wípé ní gbogbo àwọn zones wa ní Ọ̀yọ́ state, zones 7 ló wà lọ́yọ́ state, Ọ̀yọ́, Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, Ìṣẹ́yìn, Èrúwà, Ṣakí, Ìbàdàn méjèèjì, pé a ní àwọn hospital tó jẹ́ pé tí òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì tó bá ní àìlera tí ì ṣe pé Ìbàdàn ni wọ́n gbé wá, ẹgbẹ́ ń bá ní àìlera l'Ógbómọ̀ṣọ́, ibẹ̀ náà wọ́n ti tọ́jú ẹ̀. Ẹni àìlera ní Ọ̀yọ́, ibẹ̀ wọ́n ti tọ́jú ẹ̀. Ẹni àìlera ní Ṣakí, ní Ìṣẹ́yìn àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, ibẹ̀ wọ́n á ti tọ́jú ẹ̀. Ara àwọn àfojúsùn wa nìyẹn, k'Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó ṣeé ṣe, àti nǹkan míì. Kò sí tó burú bẹ́ẹ̀ tá a bá ní transport system fún òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì. Kò sí tó burú bẹ́ẹ̀ tí òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì wa tá a bá ní school. A ní àwọn teachers, àwọn olùkọ́ni tí wọ́n dáńtọ́, tí wọ́n lè gbé ògo irú iléèwé bẹ́ẹ̀ lárugẹ, tí ó fi yàtọ̀, tí a gbé lẹ́gbẹ̀kẹ́gbẹ́ pẹ̀lú iléèwé ìjọba, tí wọ́n fi mọ̀ pé iléèwé òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì yìí ó yàtọ̀ sí tìjọba, àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. K'Ọlọ́run fún alẹ́ mi ó ṣeé ṣe.
Yóò ṣeé ṣe lágbára Èdùmàrè. To those of you listening to us, thank you very much for the pleasure of your time on this broadcast. I really appreciate it. We already exhaust our time, but it worth it. I'm having a beautiful conversation with Comrade Olusegun Babatunde Abatan. Sir, before I let you go, this is very important and I want us to talk about it. Let's speak about the Pensioner FM. What are the challenges that is facing that broadcast, that media house that you can mention from when this radio station kick off? What are the progress that we have achieved so far?
Yes. Thank you very much. When the Pensioners FM was established, we had a good outing. We had a good reach. But unfortunately, in March 2020, our mast fell. And since then, we have been having the issue of reach. But we are taking, and we have gone far in taking steps to improve our reach. It is this reach issue that is the major challenge we have at Pensioners FM. And we are on top of it. We'll address it. We'll soon get over it. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. The time is not on our side. Before we round up, your advice for the listeners at home and to Nigerians.
Well, let me first of all give my advice to my first constituency, that is the pensioners. My advice to them is that now that we have a change of life, a change of living, that is, I mean, that one can really say, okay, I can earn my pension today, this particular day. People should not, I want to advise, should not bother themselves about other issues. Pensioners should, many of us are living on drugs. They should adhere to they should be drug compliant, use their drugs regularly, rest, sleep, and they should not do anything in excess. Eat moderately, drink moderately, exercise moderately, sleep moderately, and we should not engage in unhealthy thoughts. And for those of them that are interested in politics, they should be very careful. What they should have at the back of their mind is service to humanity. And for the general public, I want to advise them that they should follow their their ways of life moderately as well. And for our people on the farm who are being chased away by uh, criminal herdsmen, they also, because the government in Nigeria has proved not to be helpful to, to farmers, they should also defend themselves by whatever means. That is my, and by saying this, I am towing the line of His Excellency, the President of Nigeria, who also said that Nigerians should help themselves, should defend themselves. He alone didn't say that. The Minister of Defense in Nigeria also said, by implication, that the government cannot help them again, that people should defend themselves. Earlier, or some 2 years or more ago, the former Chief of Army Staff in Nigeria, General T.Y. Danjuma, also stated it. At the time he stated it, people were abusing him and throwing all sorts of insults at him. Now the government itself has said that everybody should defend himself or herself. So our people should defend themselves. There's by crying to government that these people have come to attack them or something, their cry is just going to be very, very hollow, and it will not bring any fruit. So people should defend themselves. That's my opinion about it.
Thank you for that. A lot of people have helped you in the journey so far that you want to use this opportunity to appreciate them. I just want to give you 1 minute to appreciate those have working with you or those have helped you so far in the journey.
Well, I want to thank God in the first instance for being alive, for giving me the opportunity to have this. I will also thank the executive members of Nigerian Union of Pensioners for giving me that free reign to express myself, and that is why we are having this monumental, development and progress in the Nigerian Union of Pensioners. I also want to thank my staff at the Pensioners FM, particularly Dr. Babatunde Abatan. He has been a very, very wonderful person. He has been a very committed person. He has been he's a workaholic. and we cherish him. We appreciate him. We appreciate all the members of staff of Pensioners FM. I appreciate all the members of the Nigerian, all the staff of Nigerian Union of Pensioners also. I also appreciate all the membership of Nigerian Union of Pensioners from all parts of Oyo State. They are all good men and women. I appreciate them all. And I appreciate you, my brother there, Mr. Olusegun, for deeming it fit to put me right there for people to hear from me. Who am I? Small man like me. But I thank you. I thank you very much for this opportunity. And I would have loved if we have a 2-hour program, because there are so many things we have here that we'll have discussed, that we'll have shared with our people all over the world. However, I want to state this, that by the time we want to launch our hospital, we will want your presence. That's an invitation, a blanket invitation anyway. And we will want people that are hearing me now to be of assistance. Because here in Nigeria,
thank you very much.
No government is taking care of pensioners. I'm talking of their health. There's no health, no welfare, no health program for pensioners. So if we are thinking of having a hospital of our own, I want to solicit for the assistance of all and sundry that are hearing me out there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. I really, really appreciate your presence on this program this morning. It's unfortunate that I want to make it 2 hours, but I'm thinking about your time constraint, because I know you're busy. But, sir, I want to assure you that this is not going to be a hand. I'm still going to bring you back. I still have a lot of things. There's so much question. I haven't even touched any one of them. I'm still bringing you back, sir, that we are going to more time. Foundation, we just laid the foundation today. We're still going to be engaging you, sir. So thank you very much for coming out, and I hope if we call on you again, you will be happy to be here, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be with you. And anytime you want me there again, I will be there by the grace of God.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much to everyone joining us on Olusegun Babatunde Abatan. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. God bless you. Everyone that have joined us all over the world, thank you very much. This is one of the great leaders, Comrade Olusegun Babatunde Abatan, live with us on the African Portal Radio TV International. This will be the end to this broadcast for this hour. I will see you again by the grace of God on the top of the hour. We have a lot of program coming up. Thank you, sir. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your day. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord give you good health, long life, and you will succeed in all your belly. We appreciate you so much, sir. We thank you. Sir. Ojú òní tì yín, adúpẹ́ pẹ́ òkú lọ́wọ́ yín, àjọṣewò ní dojúrú, ẹ pẹ́ fún wa lágbára Èdùmàrè. Àgbàlagbà ni wọ́n nínú iṣẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ tí Ọlọ́run sì lò wọ́n, tó sì jẹ́ àwọn tó jẹ́ wípé àwọn náà ń jẹ́ agbẹnusọ fún àwọn ẹgbẹ́ òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́. Adúpẹ́ pẹ́ òkú, ojú òní tì yín, á máa rí yín bá. Ẹ ṣeun o, ẹ ṣe gan sà. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon. We'll be back very soon. Thank you so much, sir. And God bless you. To everyone, this will be the end of this broadcast. Join us again next week, same time, on the same broadcast. Enjoy this music as we are stepping out of this broadcast this hour. Thank you and God bless you. This is Lando Owo. Enjoy it and God bless you.